Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Crusaders Hockey. My name's Gary Babin, and I'm here with Joe Bisbee and Joe Reska. Together, we're going to bring you some exciting hockey action this evening, play-by-play and commentary on your hometown Crusaders hockey team. Tonight's contest is against the Chieftains of Nashoba, a team that the Crusaders have already played this season. But since our last broadcast, we've had some other action to talk about too, so I'd like to bring in Mr. Bisbee here to catch us up.
Yeah, the last game here was against Oakmont, where GD came out victorious, 2-1, and then after that we had a Spartan tournament in Stoneham against a couple of teams, Stoneham and Mascon Smet, which they went 1-1 on that tournament. The second game was a bit of a disappointment. They got shut out for the first time this year, obviously, since it's their first loss. But I guess what I heard from that game was it was a tightly contested game, as most 1-0 games are. But Ben McAvoy had made 38 saves and really kept him in it. But
wow.
They came up short.
That must have been quite a contest.
Yeah, and we've already played Nashoba once this year, the first game of the year, and we took care of them 5-3, and they're 1-4 in the season, and they're having some goaltending issues.
Well, with the season about a third of the way along, the team has amassed a pretty impressive record so far.
Yeah, they're 5-1 in the season, with the first loss coming the other night, so they're looking good.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to action coming up very shortly after the teams finish their warm-up. We'll be back in just a few.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Rider School for tonight's matchup featuring the Chieftains of Nashoba Regional and the Crusaders of Brighton Dunstable. I'd like to remind everyone that in the spirit of good sportsmanship, we ask everyone to conduct themselves appropriately and provide a positive environment for spirited competition between these two teams. Please support your team and refrain from negative or disparaging remarks towards the players, coaches, or officials. We ask for your cooperation so that everyone can enjoy tonight's game. Now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, for the Chieftains, starting center, number 24, Dean Anastas. At right wing, number 26, Michael Gibbons. At left wing, number 7, Daniel Kerbel. Starting on defense, number 5, William Chapman. Also on defense, number 10, William Mayer. And it goes in number 1, Nicholas Kirchhoff. Let's welcome the rest of the Chieftains and the head coach, Trevor Short. Now introducing your Brighton Crusaders. Starting center, number 25, Blake Lacombe. And right wing, number 24, Joe Zinkin. And left wing, number 19, Andrew Garotti. Starting on defense, number 22, Matt Carroll. Also on defense, number 5, William McDonough. And between the pipes this evening is number 30, Ben McElroy. Please welcome the rest of the Crusaders with their head coach, Mr. Ben McCann. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this time we guys going to please rise as we honor America with our national anthem.
getting ready for first period action after team introductions and warm-up. If you're just joining us, tonight's game is between the Groton-Dunstable Crusaders, and they're skating in white from left to right on your screen. And the opponent tonight is the Nashoba Chieftains, skating in green from right to left.
Hiawatha.
Is that the mascot, the Nashoba mascot?
You know, sometimes I just roll with what I got, all right?
Well, the game's about to get underway. Blake Lacombe will be taking the opening faceoff for the Crusaders. And we're underway. Lacombe wins the draw, sends it back to the defense. Ian McDonough sends it up the right side boards, but the Crusaders lose control. Nashoba has possession of the puck and will try to move it into the center zone. McDonough grabs it there, and it's moved into the zone by Lacombe on the right side. Joey Zinkin now putting on some pressure. Crusaders trying to set up, but they're called for an offside.
Yeah. Couldn't keep it in. He tried.
You want to delay?
Nashoba now with the puck. The defense moves it up the left side, but that's intercepted by McDonough. Blake Lacombe, rather.
Another 5, I understand.
Yep. Crusaders now play kind of broken up at center ice. Not going anywhere. We have our first hit of the night.
Yeah, good stick on Andrew Beverby by William Chapman.
He's going off, but I think it's just a regular line change.
Yeah. Nice clean hit, straight up.
Action along the left side boards now. McGuire picks up the puck. Smartly sends it over to Rivet on the right side. Takes a long shot, just wide of the net.
Yeah, early scouting report on the Nashoba's goalie is that that's one of their weaker spots, so they're going to try to shoot often here.
He didn't miss by much, and the shot had some steam.
Yeah.
Nashoba now moves it up the left side. Speedy winger, but he can't get around Rivet. Well, now maybe he does. He goes behind the net.
Yeah, I think it's Bryce to put. I think the other night he just latched his 100th point in his high school career as a junior, so he's a pretty impressive offensive player.
Well, you can see it in his skating skill.
Yeah.
Crusaders now move it out. Gardner takes it up the left side. Sebastian now putting on pressure. Gardner with the puck behind the net, looking to center it. Doesn't quite work, but it goes up around the boards where Matt Carroll takes possession outside the zone. Crusaders will have to clear. Nashoba now just dumps it in. I think they're looking to change out.
They sure are. All 5 off.
Ray gets trying to get it up the boards to Charlie Sebastian, but that doesn't work.
Yeah, good pressure there by Dean and Astis, one of the captains for Nashoba. Forced the turnover.
Connor Hanneman broke it up, luckily, and the puck ends up in the Nashoba end. Keegan Penny now putting pressure on. Actually gets possession behind the net. Looking for a point man, which he does. Oh, and McDonough can't keep it in. Crusaders will have to clear again. Nashoba now trying to work it out. Puck may have skipped into the seats, although it's...
Yeah, in and out of the Crusaders bench.
So we'll have a stoppage in play, a whistle. 12:24 to play in the first period. No score. Connor Henneman takes the face-off and ends up behind Ben McAvoy. Long pass doesn't work. It could be an icing call.
Should be, yeah.
So we'll bring it all the way back to the Crusader end for a fresh face-off.
Yeah, the Crusaders, both teams here are coming off a loss. Crusaders at 1-0 at the hands of Stoneham, and Nashoba got drubbed by Hudson 2-9 the other day.
2-9. Wow.
Yeah, so they're trying to bounce back.
Yeah, they must be still smart over that one. All right, play is underway again. Hanneman has it behind the net and sends it around to Keegan Penny. But it ends up back in the corner. And Glenn Cross now tries to skate it out, but he's broken up. Ian McDonough sends it across to Matt Carroll. Back to McDonough. Back to Carroll. He skates it up the right side boards. His pass doesn't work. Looking for Hanneman there. And we'll have another whistle. This one on the Chieftains, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Who did they play for that 9-2 loss?
Hudson. The Hudson Hawks.
Chieftains win the faceoff, but puck takes a funny hop. I think right through the crease in the air.
So a little like stick-on-stick action. The puck came squirting out.
Jack Rivet now throws it back behind the Chieftains net.
Off of Joe Zinkin's head.
Well, Blake Lacombe just kind of bounces off the defenseman there.
Yeah.
Kept in the zone. Got McGuire with the puck. Can't find Blake Lacombe. Ruby, we have a breakout here. Now the Chieftains, a nifty skater, moves right in.
Good save by
Ben McAvoy came up big.
He didn't give him any spot to shoot.
Absolutely. And he showed some speed. He really turned on the Jets. Oh, and we have a heavy hit here. That was Joey Zinkin breaking in, and he was just
3-on-1 here.
Hammered off the play. 3-on-1 quick out. Jack Rivet skating back. Long shot, just misses the net. Boy, that had some steam, too. I think McAvoy was ready for it. Another hit.
Yeah, Nashoba kind of asserting their physical presence right now.
Mr. Barabee got the worst of that one again. Now the Chieftains moving in, and the shot, the score!
A goal there by Daniel Kerbel.
Oh, a nice high shot.
Cross-crease pass. McAvoy didn't have the time to slide over to his left.
Yeah, Ben was playing the Oz. He was down on the ice and went right over the shoulder.
No real pressure yet by the Crusaders, so they gotta get something started.
Yeah, they're having trouble getting organized.
Yeah, they're having
Not that the Chieftains have been, but they've had a couple of breakouts and some good passes. All right,
Chieftains
1-0.
earned this early lead.
Yep, Chieftains draw first blood.
Nashoba goal scorer number 7, Daniel Kerber. Assist by number 24, Dean Mastis.
All right.
For the Masters.
Sebastian now with the puck.
27 seconds.
He's double teamed and loses possession. Chieftains now wind up behind their own net, looking for a pass up the boards. It's dumped back into the zone by Matt Carroll. So the Chieftains with possession again, but once again bottled up in their zone. Sebastian almost breaks it up. Now Barabee does.
Gardner.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gardner, yep. Thought I saw a 1 there. Chieftains again not having much luck getting out of the zone, so good forechecking by the Crusaders, but they're not capitalizing.
Yeah, I kind of need to string a couple of shifts together instead of just one.
Another break in here, but nothing much happens. Jack Rivet now behind Ben McAvoy. Sends it across to McGuire. He gets it up to Glenn Cross, but they're having trouble moving it up. They have a chance here. Hanneman skates it into the zone. Throws it down around behind the net. Glenn Cross now in the corner, but again, the Crusaders really aren't able to set up. Chieftains now with a 2-on-3.
Puck out. Yeah, the Crusaders kind of getting pushed around right now and outskated.
Outmanned, too.
Yeah.
When it's a battle, we seem to be losing them.
Kind of fortunate to have a 1-0 deficit. There's a big stop by McAvoy in the breakout or the breakaway.
Just over 9 minutes to play in period number 1. John Rivet now sends it up the right side boards. The Chieftains will take over in their own zone. It's Ben Strauss, I think his first appearance tonight. Forechecking. It's out there with Lawton.
You got your put again out there.
And Sebastian.
And you call it ice.
Coach trying to shake things up, I guess.
Yeah, he started with a different line too. Looks like you just gotta get some pressure. Get some shots in this guy.
I'm not sure they have their first shot yet. Now that you
they do, yeah. They just had one, and they missed one earlier.
The Crusaders did?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Just one though, and it probably wasn't much of a test.
Now it's from out wide.
Their only strong shot actually was a miss
right
to the side. It was very early on. Strauss now forechecking. Chieftains just a lofting pass doesn't really do much. The McDonough sends it up the right side boards, but Lawton can't collect. We'll try it again. Now there's a chance. It's possible 3-on-2, but Crusaders are changing up, so that kind of dissolves.
Yeah, Barabee had Strauss at the off wing, but.
All right. Carl Gardner now will try it, and he takes a hit. He stays on his feet, but loses possession. Chieftains just lofted out of the zone. Matt Carroll now on defense for the Crusaders. Sends it up to Sebastian. He takes a long shot wide of the net. Gardner now sends it back in. Crusaders try to put some pressure on.
Sky high there.
2-on-2 for Chieftains. Matt Carroll back there. Now Crusaders come back. Some good coverage there. Sebastian now trying to skate by it, trying to race in, but can't overskate that player. Battling along the boards.
Yeah, good help given there by Latini. They got a man behind the D there, yeah.
Long pass, and we have an icing call. So Crusaders will send out some fresh skaters in the hopes of shaking this up.
Maybe getting a couple shots.
Got Hanneman, Penny, and Glencross forward line with Reve and McGuire on defense. Hanneman wins the draw cleanly. Back to Reve. His shot's off the leg. Goes around behind the net. Glencross battling with Hanneman. Oh, he gets it in front for Keegan. But Penny loses it, and we have another rush by that same player. He's very good, very speedy. Good coverage by Reve. Skated him off the puck there. He's a constant threat, that one.
Yeah, very prolific scorer, and you can see why.
McGuire now going to have our first penalty.
We'll call it cross-check on
Reve.
Yeah.
All right, first man advantage also will now go to the Chieftains.
Yeesh.
6 minutes, 39 seconds remaining. Period number 1. Chieftains leading 1-0.
Very forgettable 8.5 minutes here by the Crusaders. And you know what? If they score a few goals, we will forget it. Maybe.
Strauss on the faceoff. He wins it, but the Crusaders can't clear it. Chieftains now get it back to the defense. Long shot on Ben McAvoy. Oh, and he saves it, and then gets his stick down. The second shot.
Puck was out in front for an eternity there. They need to clear the puck in the worst way here.
It was just sheer reflex. Ben McAvoy got on that.
Yeah, he's kind of slid back and forth and was fortunate that they didn't get behind him.
Chieftains again with the puck on the points. Shot blocked by Sebastian, but he lost sight of it, so the Chieftains keep possession. Racking up the zone time. Oh, and a misfire.
Look at backdoor, and McAvoy knocked the net off the moorings there.
Wow, that was a huge threat. Fortunately, a misfire that caused it not to even be a shot on net. But
yeah,
McAvoy was dead to rights.
Kerbal was back there. McAvoy, he's big, so he might have, if it was low enough, he might have been able to shoot
Possibly,
it.
but that corner was juicy.
Yeah.
Wide open and juicy.
I want a steak.
All right, Chieftains again. They win the faceoff. Long shot. That's blocked by Zinkin. Oh, and a nice save by
Big rebound.
Ben McAvoy. Beautiful.
First time they can clear the zone here on this penalty kill.
Now that was a shot that was labeled.
Yeah.
McAvoy tracked it beautifully.
Big rebound, though. But again, fortunate.
Well, you said the other night in the loss he had 38 saves. So
yeah, he's having a great season thus far.
He's on his game.
Crusaders as a team only allowed 7 goals thus far in their 5 games. 8 goals, I guess, now.
Lacombe can't clear it. So another shot. Oh, 2 saves by McAvoy.
Great save by McAvoy.
Oh, he's just keeping him in the game at this point. Chieftain's long shot is blocked, but again from the center, that's blocked. Second shot.
Can't clear the zone.
4 or 5 shots on this during this penalty, which is now expired.
Yeah, and a couple of real good chances. One of their non-shots, a great chance.
Right. Matt Carroll checking behind the net.
Got to clear the puck, man.
Out. The Crusaders just can't clear it, and McAvoy will hold on to it for a face-off. They need to catch their breath here.
Yeah, not sure what's going on.
Right now, the Chieftains are just taking it to them. I suppose in the wake of a tough penalty, a little bit on their heels, but they've.
A little bit.
Yeah.
They fell over backwards there on their heels so much.
Crusaders win the face-off. McGuire now goes around the corner, but they lose position again.
Not clearing the zone. More zone time.
Chieftains keep it in again.
It looks like it came out.
McDonough with the puck. He throws it across to McGuire. And he misfires on his pass. So McDonough will get it out.
Took a bad bounce there for Gardner.
Icing here? Offside.
Icing.
Originated behind the red line. So the Crusaders with an offensive zone face-off opportunity. 4:24 to play in period number 1.
The offensive zone, much like the White Buffalo, is very scarce to see this game for the Crusaders.
Hanneman picks up the puck and gets a weak shot on net. Probably only their second shot.
Yeah, second or third at the absolute most.
Nashoba now skates it out. Good hit by Keegan Penny.
Yeah.
And he gets it up.
Hanneman
just dumps it in behind the net, so they can't really get organized on it. Chieftains now with the puck. The long pass doesn't really work. Ian McDonough will send it up the boards. And Penny can't collect, so the Chieftains will skate it in. Kind of a 2-on-2, but a nice move. And a save by McAvoy.
Yeah. And Chap put another nice move and almost thought about the wraparound there for a second.
That's an ongoing threat. And,
yeah, every time he's nice thus far, he's had a chance.
Good check there by Glenn Cross. He keeps the play from evolving. Now the Crusaders have a chance to skate it out.
Smart play to play it back to his D.
Hanneman just dumps it in the zone so the Crusaders can change out.
Yeah, seems like damage control right now.
They send out Zinkin, Araby, and Blake Lacombe.
Trying to make it out of this period, maybe.
Garside and Matt Carroll on the D for Crusaders. Blake Lacombe will take the face-off. Kind of undecided. Crusaders will get it into the corner at least, but Nashoba takes possession. They're unable to move it out. Oh, and now Zinkin with a possibility. Long shot. Garside took that and it went over the net, and we'll have a whistle. Well, I guess Nashoba is intent on not having a repeat of that 9-2 draw.
Nor the loss earlier this year to the Crusaders.
Zinkin now with a backhand. Not sure it made it to the net.
Nope.
Araby checking behind the net, along with Zinkin. And we're going to have a penalty here.
Yeah, we're going to tag Zinkin for a slash.
And he puts up a little argument, but...
Yeah, I'm not sure he's arguing about it. Pretty clear.
So, another power play opportunity for Nashoba.
Probably could have called for a hold, too.
Chris Latini out there in the draw. We haven't seen too much of him tonight.
Yeah, just a couple of shifts earlier.
Crusader penalty number 24, Joe Zinkin. A minor for slashing.
Crusaders clear the puck all the way down to the other end.
An immediate improvement on the last penalty kill.
Yeah, you couldn't do much worse than that one. Chieftains take a weird bounce. Was that a hand pass or no? Just
I think he held it offside, yeah.
I'm sure the Crusaders are happy just to have the play stop one way or the other. Face off outside the zone.
About 2.5 minutes left in the period. They need to survive.
Face off won by the Crusaders, but they mishandled it. Just handed it over, turnover, right to the
tough
Chieftains.
turnover.
Yeah. Long shot from the D, didn't have much steam on it, but it bounces back out for a second shot. That's wider than that.
Yeah, it hit some legs on the way in. Lucky that ended up back in the net.
Manages to get it out of the zone at least.
Yep.
So that's helpful. 45 seconds to go on the penalty. And now we have this Peter moves right in the center.
Again.
Oh. Chris Latini trying to get the puck. McGuire now. Nashoba moving the puck around smartly. D to D. Looking for a long shot or a feed back to the opposite defense. Long shot.
Second piece, yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's an expensive mistake.
Yeah. And that allows the Crusaders to get an easy clear, which will pretty much kill off the penalty. Sebastian and Barabee now forechecking.
Hit the deadwood and goes for an icing.
So that's a fortunate bounce there. We'll have
it's a fortunate dead stick.
Face off in the Nashoba end with just 9 seconds remaining on the penalty. 1 minute 19 seconds remaining in the period.
Yep, William Mayer down a stick.
Blake Lacombe will take the draw. He more or less wins it. Get a shot here from Barabee, but that goes into the net for another face-off, but the penalty has expired.
Yay.
Back to 5-on-5. Boom on the draw again. He's out there with Joey Zinkin. And Roberto. Barabee can't collect that for a shot, but checked by Zinkin. And it goes to Barabee. Can he squeeze one in a shot? Still a minute to play. Working it behind the net. Finally, Crusaders working a little bit. Matt Carroll now takes a long shot, and that's bluffed by the goaltender. All right, that would have gone wide.
It was wide, yeah, but goalie smartly grabs it and stops play.
So the Crusaders are still probably at just 2 shots.
Yeah, 2 or 3, man. It's not been a pretty period.
Connor Henneman's going to take the draw. He's out there with Penny and Glenn Cross. Long shot by Carroll. That's a little bit of a test.
Yeah, Glenn Cross tried to redirect there, but it was a one hand.
Carroll again with the puck.
Fortunate bounce for Nashoba, but
We have a 2-on-3. Good coverage this time by the Crusaders, so Nashoba can't really form up.
yep, half a minute left in the period.
McDonough now. He's broken up. Puck ends up in front of Ben McAvoy, but
Good play by Penny.
Penny now moves it up the right side. There's Carroll that fit hit to him, but now Hanneman with the puck gets it over to Glenn Cross. Shot blocked. First real threat in a long time by the Crusaders.
And 5 seconds left. They're going to call for a cross check here. Looks like Chaput's going to get a cross check. So the Crusaders have 4 seconds of power play time, and then they'll start the next period with a minute and a half. And in addition to giving the Crusaders a manpower advantage, they also take their best, what seems to be their best scorer off the ice.
Well, with 4 seconds remaining, you've got time for a play, but you've got to win that draw.
Set play.
Martini on it. Gives it back to the point.
Got to shoot it.
Send it to Sebastian, a long shot, and that's blocked.
Too late, even if it had gone in.
They did pull it off, so they just couldn't execute.
Yeah, they ran out of time.
Well, is number 25.
Pretty much a pace that was dominated by the Nashoba.
Well, I'm glad the Crusaders are only down by the 1 goal, so we'll be back in just a few minutes with second period action. And we're just about ready for second period action. Charlie Sebastian takes the draw for the Crusaders. Gets it back smartly to Mark Carroll. Takes possession in the Crusader end. And he'll skate it out of the zone this time. Not looking for the pass. Moves it in on the left side.
Fear not, I have returned.
Andrew Barabee with the puck. He sends it over to Sebastian on the point. He takes a long shot and a nice save.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a threat. Crusaders already look better than the first period. They've already just about tied their production of shots.
I'm
They were on the-
guessing it wasn't a pleasant conversation at the intermission.
They are also starting with a power play, too. We should remind our
Fair
viewers.
enough.
50 seconds remaining on that. Chris Latini now takes it out speedily, gets it up to Andrew Barabee. He skates it into the zone. He'll drop it back to Sebastian on the point.
Yeah, nice redirect there by
Carroll.
Barabee, but
Carroll took a weak shot.
Yeah.
Just didn't make it. But
Barabee's redirect kind of slowed the puck down a little too much for it to work. That's
Carroll scores with a long shot.
Matt Carroll,
Not
yeah.
sure if it was a redirected.
I don't think so. I think it was just under the blocker. Or maybe over the blocker, just a looping shot.
Goaltender almost surely had trouble seeing that. There was a number of players between Carroll and the goal.
Yeah, and even despite the terrible first period that they had, it was a one-goal game, and now it's a tie game. They're going to keep on the momentum.
We'll
keep it going.
assume no deflections, and
I
the
don't think
goal
so.
will go to Matt Carroll.
Yeah. If it was deflection, I think it was off the backside of one of Nashoba's players.
Action underway. Blake Lacombe wins the draw. Ben Strauss now tries to skate it in. The Crusaders are definitely showing more zip. There's no question about it. So, yeah,
Again,
coach must have had a few choice words, you think?
Yeah, and it's hard to show it's hard to be as lackadaisical as they were as when you're on the power play too. So
Fair
we'll
enough.
see if they maintain 5-on-5 pressure. We'll know.
Assisted by number 19, Andrew Barabee.
Meyer dumps it in deep.
Power play goal at 1 minute 2 seconds of the second period.
See, Gary, at least the PA guy has problems with it too. He goes from Barabee to Berube in the same sentence. Sorry, Andrew.
Chieftains now trying to work it up, but the Crusaders will send it into their zone. A long pass from their defenseman doesn't work, so Jack Rivet will take possession. Skates it behind the net. McGuire smartly lets it go up the boards, but then a long shot on McAvoy, a second shot save.
Yeah, McAvoy tracked that way late. It looked like it surprised him.
Well, I think the rebound got
rebound-
away from him.
The rebound came out because he tracked that one late.
Good back check by Keegan Penny. Breaks up the play. McGuire sends it up the boards. Individual changeout by the Chieftains here. McGuire again with the puck. Throws it into the center for Hanneman. They've got a 3-on-3 break here with Keegan Penny. Long shot. Hits a defenseman on the leg. Zinkin just dumps it into the zone. Crusaders making a couple of individual changes too. McGuire now is going to be getting tired. He's been out there a long time. Oh, and he loses possession. Chieftains now with the puck. Nice block by Glenn
Yeah,
Cross.
good stick by Glenn Cross.
And he's knocked down, but made a good play. Hanneman now gets it back to McGuire. He's still out there with Rivet. Now Hanneman picks up the puck. He's got Glenn Cross on his left side.
Shoot it or dump and change, but I guess not.
Penny and Hanneman now trying to set it up. Basically double teamed here. Hanneman, Penny goes in. Oh, and heavy hit.
Yeah, Penny.
We may have
Penny
a call
dumped.
over that. Okay, we're going to get another penalty.
Jameson Burdell got dumped by Penny out there. They're going to call it probably for interference, I guess. Yeah.
So this will
interference.
be the third penalty on the Crusaders.
Yeah.
Penny out, minute and a half, 11 minutes, 44 seconds remaining in period number 2. The score is tied 1-1.
Yeah, it's been the tale of two penalty kills too for the Crusaders. First one they were not good. The second one was much better.
Joe Zinkin on the draw.
Crusader penalty number 10, Keegan Penny. A minor for interference.
Chieftain defense tag team with the right winger. Oh, throws a feed in that does get through.
Yeah, I got through after a couple.
Zinkin broke off Zinkin's stick for
Yeah.
a shot.
Should put at no real angle there.
McAvoy ties it up. We'll have a whistle. I'm not sure we have an accurate tally, but we're definitely into double digits on Ben McAvoy saves. And I would say 7 or 8 of them are spectacular. Long shot just wide.
Yeah, rip right there by number 27, Andrew Kerbel. Puck won't clear the zone.
Chieftains again putting on pressure. Still a minute on this penalty, and McAvoy tracks it, ties it up. We'll have a whistle.
Yeah, Ryan LeBlanc put a shot probably wide, but McAvoy grabs for the face-off. And I am sure we do not have a tally.
Charlie Sebastian will take the draw. He's out there with McGuire,
Zink and Latini.
Zink and Rivet.
Yeah, no Latini.
Rivet now fighting in the corner for it. Chieftains trying to set up. They have a man advantage currently. Send it up the boards to the defenseman. He sends it back in, but Jack Rivet ends up with the puck and a nice long clear.
First clear of this penalty kill.
Of which 37 seconds or so remain. Chieftains move it up through the center. Side-to-side pass and a long shot. I might have been going wide, but McAvoy tipped it anyway.
Yeah, I think it was going high anyway.
Battle in the corner. Chieftains move it out, trying to center it, but good check by Jack Rivet prevents that from developing. He's double teamed now. Fighting in the corner, but the Chieftains end up. They get it back to the point for a long shot. That goes wide, right along the ice.
The penalty kill is over now. Penny comes back into the play.
All right, back to full action here. Blake Lacombe with the puck. Moves in, 3-on-2. Long shot goes off a leg. Oh, and Penny can't spin around and shoot on it. I think he spun before he had his eyes on it.
Net off the moorings.
Andrew Barabee ties it, I guess on the net. So we'll have an offensive zone face-off for the Crusaders. Both teams changing lines. Connor Hanneman will take the draw. He's out there with Penny and Glencross. Chieftains have possession behind their own net.
Yeah, deep pinch there by Declan Garside.
Glencross momentarily got possession. Couldn't do much with it though. And the Crusaders send it back in. Penny now going off the ice. He's replaced by Charlie Sebastian. Trying to set up in the offensive zone. They get it back to Glencross. And back to Garside. He dumps it around the boards. And Chieftains will take over. Nope. Garside again on the point. Long, rather weak shot. Goes behind the net. Glencross again. Can't get possession. And Nashoba will clear the zone. Latini dumps it in. Neither team really forming up much. Matt Carroll now throws it across to Garside. He throws it up the left boards. Barabee can't contain it. Oh, and Garside loses it for a shot. Ben McAvoy there again.
Yeah, good idea by Dean Anastas. Try to go low. But McAvoy made the smart play.
Long shot. Blocked by Sebastian. Oh, he may have a breakout. He's checked off the puck. Sebastian again. Oh, he gets it to Barabee, and we're going to have a penalty here.
Offside.
Oh, offside. Offside. Sorry.
Yeah, Sebastian got in a little too soon.
With that stoppage in play, we can tell you there's 8 minutes, 21 seconds remaining in period number 2. 1-1 the score. Blake Lacombe wins the faceoff. Gets it to Ben Strauss. His long shot goes high and wide.
Yeah, partially blocked, I think.
Gets back to McGuire on the point. A long shot. No one can tip it. Looked like he was looking for Strauss there. Oh! Lacombe
Lacombe trying to kind of stab that one backhand.
Oh, and now Nashoba with a threat, but the Crusaders are back checking nicely at this point. Oh, no! Oh, McAvoy just mishandled it. Oh, that's really unfortunate. He's played so well, too.
Yeah, it happens. It's an unfortunate one there for Ben.
It happens, Ben. You've been making some great saves, so just trying to tie it up. It looked like he might have shoveled it into the net.
No, it went 5-hole on him, I think. And it just trickled through the pesky 5-hole.
Hardly moving. Oh, boy. Okay, 2-1. You got to buck up here.
Ben not feeling probably great about that one. But it did happen on an unfortunate breakdown by the Crusader defense, too.
All right, Nashoba again with a threat. McAvoy makes a save. 2 saves there. Both of them solid.
Nashoba goals from number 7, Daniel Purple. Assist by number 24, D. Anastas. Verbal from Anastas. Time to go, 7 minutes, 6 seconds.
Well, at least Ben maintained his composure, right? He came right back with 2 smart saves.
Yeah, he was certainly probably not happy about it.
Zinkin now moving down the right side, makes a nice inside move and gets the puck to Blake Lacombe. His shot either went wide or the goaltender hit his arm.
Hard tell from our vantage point here.
Lacombe again behind the net. So Crusaders are a little fired up, I think. They want to get that back.
Yeah, it's a tough way to...
They know their goaltenders stood tall here. It could be 5-1. Long pass doesn't work, and this will be icing.
Should be ice, yeah.
Both teams will change up, bring the puck all the way back to the Nashoba end. Connor Hanneman on the draw. He's out there with Glenn Cross and Keegan Penny. McGuire and Reve are the D. Nashoba comes up with the puck, checked off by Hanneman. They move it out to center. Jack Reve now with the puck. Sends it back to McGuire. He misfires on his pass. Looking for Glenn Cross, but Nashoba takes possession. They have a little bit of a threat. Penny backs checks and breaks it up, and now we have a 3-on-2. Long shot goes high over the net into the netting.
Yeah, the habits the Crusaders had in the first 6 games, or well, the games we've seen are hard to find right now. They got to kind of regain their composure, try to tie this game up.
Nashoba wins the draw. Long shot, tipped a couple of times, just goes behind Ben McAvoy. And McGuire checks his man, Hanneman his, and that'll let Jack Reve take possession. He sends it up the right side boards and out of the zone. Penny now trying to check. Nashoba pass doesn't really work. It's onside. Jack Reve sends it up the left side boards. Can't connect with Glenn Cross, so he'll try the other side. McGuire gets tangled up with the official. Oh, now Nashoba with a threat. Oh, McAvoy again. 2 saves. Opportunistic Nashoba here.
Oh, yeah, I mean...
Oh, a third, 4th shot. There's 4 saves right there, Ben McAvoy.
Just some horrendous unforced turnovers.
Oh, and now another break-in. McAvoy plays it beautifully. Boy.
I mean, the only... Oh, man.
So what's the story of this game without Ben McAvoy?
Yeah, no, wouldn't be pretty.
We've got a stoppage here. I didn't catch what happened.
I don't know what happened either. Looks like...
Just a tied up puck? Well, McGuire skating off.
Yeah, it looks like 5-on-5, so... But McAvoy stones Chapin again on the another breakaway and on another unforced turnover.
Yeah, clean turnover.
Just got brutal,
yep.
Man. But
Matt Carroll sends it over to McDonough.
Still a 1-goal game.
Amazingly enough, I guess you got to thank your lucky stars for that. But,
and yeah,
well, thank your goaltender.
A very uncharacteristic second goal.
Yeah.
By all rights, it should be. I guess 1-1.
Matt Carroll throws it up to the left side boards. There will be a long shot on McAvoy, probably the easiest save he's had all period.
Yeah, the easiest.
Barabee now loses possession. Ian McDonough throws it back around for Matt Carroll. Crusaders just totally bottled up in their own end. Finally move it out. We have a 3-on-3. Sebastian now, he's checked off the puck. Latini skates in. A little scrum in the corner. Sebastian now checking. Crusaders putting on a little pressure, but
well, yeah,
not going to come up too much.
Zone time anyway, if not pressure.
Dunna now checking it, staying with his man, and Ben McAvoy will tie it up for a face-off. Both teams will change out. 4 minutes, 3 seconds remaining, period number 2. 2-1. The Nashoba Chieftains over the Crusaders of Groton.
And Dunstable.
And Dunstable, of course.
Don't leave the Cowtown out.
I forget myself.
You Groton elitist.
Oh, and immediately off the face-off, another shot on McAvoy. Shot from the point is blocked, and now Crusaders have a threat. Zinkin now with the puck. Oh, he just throws it in. He might have been trying to feed it over.
He was, yeah. Goalie smartly covers it up. McAvoy has been a busy boy.
He's been the difference. That one came right off the face-off, too.
Although I guess if you asked him, he probably would be focused on the mistake rather than the great goaltending. But he's been truly good this game.
Well, that would be a shame. He'd be doing himself a disservice.
Another tough angle by the defense of Groton. Dunstable.
Garside now trying another long shot, another accurate hard shot on Ben McAvoy. Makes the save. I wouldn't say he was without defense on that, but
no. But there's another bad angle on the defense on the right side took and gave him the odd man opportunity.
Nashoba wins another draw. They're really winning 2/3 of them at least.
They're winning a lot of this game right now.
Crusaders try to work it out. Hanneman now sends it up the right side. Oh, Glencross with it. He can't move around the defenseman though. Oh, and he's knocked down.
That was Chiput on the back check.
Yeah. Oh,
He's
right.
been everywhere.
Yeah. There you go. So Nashoba will skate it out. They have a 3-on-2. McAvoy with the deflector save. I'm not sure that was on net. Andrew Burraby is checked, knocked down. Nashoba takes possession. They move it up their left side. Long pass by Sebastian, almost connects with Glencross. And Jack Brevet will take the puck. He throws it around the corner in a blind pass, but luckily no one was there but Glencross.
Yeah, I think he knew. He took a look first.
Did he? Yeah. Okay. Just kind of languished there.
Yeah.
Barabee now. Yep. And we have
Too many men on the ice.
another penalty. Another penalty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look like one too many there. Bad change, sloppy change. And you're just giving a team that's really had the better of you another opportunity in the power play.
So this will be opportunity number 4.
Yep. Right now they're over
for
3.
Nashoba. Crusaders have had 1 power play opportunity.
Yeah, Crusaders have been pretty decent on the kill, stat-wise. The first one was brutal zone time amounted by the Chieftains, but no goals, so.
They win the face-off again, so the shot from the point to point, up on the left side.
Crusader bench minor penalty, too many men on the ice.
Now, Joe, in that case, the person who serves, is it someone that was on the ice at the time? Is that the rule?
I'm not sure about high school. It looks like Barabee in there, so maybe it would be him. So I think he was maybe they actually made one of the 6th man, but he's not looking so happy in the box. So maybe it was something that it was just a mental error, but I don't know.
We'll have another offensive zone face-off for Nashoba. They got a long shot from the point there. Ben McAvoy tied it up. It wasn't that much of a test.
Well, yeah,
They can't keep it in the zone. So Zinkin there did some good checking, forcing the play out.
Even strength, the Crusaders are at -3, so their only goal coming on a power play.
Oh! And Nashoba hits the post.
Beat McAvoy on the post.
That was Bryce Chaput again.
Shocking.
Yeah. He's a very talented young player, no doubt about it. He's fun to watch, too. We give credit where credit is due.
Yeah, no, he's been great. And he's, again, I think he's past the centennial mark as a junior, so he's a prolific scorer.
Well, 25 seconds remaining in the penalty. Crusaders have done a fair to middling job on this one so far. Clear out pass is stopped at the point.
Yikes.
Oh, Sebastian knocks down the defenseman. And McGuire's able to clear the zone.
Second attempt.
Nashoba has the puck, but not much time to do anything with it before the penalty expires, and it has.
1 minute to play in the period.
Barabee skates right off. Matt Carroll now going into the corner. Gets it over to McGuire. Now he tries to send it up the boards weakly. That doesn't work, and A fortunate misfire, really, for the Crusaders there. That was another turnover, really.
Yeah.
McGuire, Latini now with the puck. Gets it to Zink, and he just falls down. Manages to send it up the boards, but Nashoba will take over in their own end. McGuire now almost beaten on that puck. Oh, Gardner on the play. Gets it to Latini.
Yeah.
He'll send it over to Matt Carroll. 15 seconds remain. Blake Lacombe with the puck. He'll dump it into the corner. Time for a shot if McGuire can get control. Should he try to get it in front?
That'll be it.
And period ends with the puck behind the Nashoba goal. So, Joe, I guess a minor improvement over period one?
No, same exact score differential, so that's all I care about. McAvoy with a couple great saves and then a tough one that snuck by him.
All right, period number 2 comes to a close. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Welcome back to period number 3. If you're just joining us, we've had an exciting hockey game this evening between the Crusaders, the Riding Outsiders, and the Chieftains of Nashoba. Nashoba currently leads the game 2-1. As we enter the final 20 minutes of play.
And again, I bet the tenor of the intermission talk was not so happy.
Crusaders need to generate some more offense, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Sustained offense.
Some offense would be great.
Any offense.
They have the goal in the power play, but 5-on-5, they've really been slim chances.
Yeah, that's a little surprising. The games we've seen this season, I would say this is the flattest they've looked.
Yeah, I mean, the Crusaders have a plus 14 goal differential, a positive one, whereas Nashoba has a minus 12, and they're not looking like that right now. You gotta really just gotta stop turning the puck over.
That's true. It's the turnovers in their own end that have really been the killer.
Yeah.
And if it were not for Ben McAvoy, I know we've said this repeatedly, this would be a much worse situation than it is. A 1-goal deficit certainly can be overcome, but you need to change the tenor of the game.
But you need a goal.
You need a goal. In other words, you need a goal. Matt Carroll and Deegan Garside will start the period on defense. Strauss, Lacombe, and Zinkin. Forward line for the Crusaders.
Yeah, and really the only sustained pressure the Crusaders had were the first few minutes of last period on the power play, and then that was pretty much it. Strauss just cleaned someone out.
Matt Carroll now with a long weak shot. It's kind of tipped by Ben Strauss, but they're going to call that offsides.
Yeah, that's very close.
Blake Lacombe on the draw. Goes into the Chieftain end. And Ben Strauss now trying to check behind the corner. Chieftains are able to clear the zone. Deagle and Garside will chase it behind Ben McAvoy. Swings around the net and sends it up the right side boards.
Yeah, Deglin's been out there for a little while now.
Blake Lacombe takes a weak backhander on net. I think that would qualify as a shot.
I guess.
Now a possible breakout by the Chieftains. Oh, and a heavy hit here. Garside made sure he was off the puck.
Yeah, good play by Garside there.
Zinkin and Strauss now forechecking. Crusaders obviously trying to press this. Strauss now with the puck. He dumps it into the corner. Chris Latini is on the ice now, and he'll chase it.
Yeah, against a much bigger Bobby DiNaro.
check there by Connor Hanneman. He gets it in front, but no one there to collect. Finally, a good setup. Chieftains now, their head scorers out there.
What's that?
Head scorer.
Yeah, Bryce Chaput.
Mr. Chaput.
Showing his speed.
Always a threat. Chris Latini takes the draw. Nashoba has William Mayer on defense at the moment. Young man who broke his stick earlier. Very expensive move.
Good shot by Charlie Sebastian there.
So plays at center ice. Jack Reveille moves it back into the Nashoba end. Goes around the net. And this time the Crusaders have another chance. Latini sends it in for Connor Hanneman. And it tips into the corner. Chieftains again with the puck. Jack Reveille will swing it around. He avoids the check and gets the puck into the corner. Smart move on his part. And now, Sebastian with the puck. His centering feed is blocked.
Yeah, looking for Glenn Cross in the slot there.
A little bit of a scrum here. That's Cianci with the puck. I think his first appearance tonight. Mr. Cianci, Alex Cianci. Yep. He's out there with Keegan Penny, Kyle Gardner, McDonough, and Carroll on defense. Carroll blocks the puck at the blue line, throws it deep. Players onside, so it continues. Oh, and a heavy hit here.
Good hit by Gardner.
That was Gardner, yes. I'd call that a draw.
Yeah, Gardner giving up a little size there. Looks like Andrew Kerbel is quite a bit bigger than Gardner, but Gardner not shying away from the challenge.
Cianci takes the draw.
Crusaders are getting dominated on the face-off.
High lofted puck. McDonough stops it, throws it back into the zone. Crusaders now throw it in once again. Neither team really forming up very much at the moment. Matt Carroll now, he's broken up. Oh, and a threat by Nashoba here. Centering fees picked up by McAvoy. I think the winger didn't have much support. So
yeah, not a great chance. Just throw it on low. Maybe something bad happens for the Crusaders. Or, worst case scenario, you get a face-off in the zone. And they've been dominating the face-off, so it's a pretty decent strategy.
They have, I can't remember the last face-off really cleanly won by the Crusaders, but both teams changing up in any event. Blake Lacombe on this draw. And Nashoba wins another one. Puck goes into the corner. Jack Reveille now fighting for it. Blake Lacombe as well. Goes around the other side. Crusaders do work it out. Joey Zinkin, but they lose it again. And Nashoba has a threat that somewhat fizzles. Nope, but Chaput takes the puck, so you've always got to worry then.
Yep.
Jack Reveille will throw it around the boards. Dwyer with it. His centering feed is blocked, but it's skated up by Blake Lacombe. His long shot is blocked into the corner. Down behind the Chieftains net, Lacombe can't get possession, but it ends up with McGuire on the point. He throws it across to McDonough. Long shot, tipped. The secondary shot by Lacombe, and a save and a whistle. A little bit of sustained pressure there.
Yeah, good DDD movement on the puck by the defense, and then the shot with intent by McDonough.
It was tipped too, so
yep.
They did everything right, just not maybe as fast as you'd like to see.
Maybe not everything right. Everything right would imply a goal. Just kidding.
Chris Latini wins the draw. But puck still ends up at center ice. Latini throws it into Hanneman, but Nashoba will take over.
Oh.
And they sort of mishandled the puck, but there's no
they
one there to
certainly did,
capitalize.
yeah.
It's sort of the first time they've really bobbled it. And now they skate it up, similar 1-on-2. Crusaders have a lot of layers there, and McAvoy has an easy pick.
Yeah, Dude is thrown on net.
He must be well into the 20s on shots on goal and saves, Joe, by now.
I'm going to check with my my scorekeepers over there, but I forgot.
They're using a lot of ink, I'm sure. Sebastian now chases it into the Nashoba end. He gets the puck. His centering feed is fired away, and a long shot by Carroll.
Yeah, I think Hanneman got a redirect on that one, too.
Didn't have a lot of steam. Carroll now throws it into the corner. Martini fighting for it along with Sebastian. Nashoba tries to clear. That doesn't work. Checked along the boards by Sebastian. Crusaders putting a little bit of pressure on here.
Yeah, it's the end of the shift for the Latini line here.
9:50 remaining in the period. Sebastian, big check. He's all over the ring. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was Matt Carroll.
Yeah.
Keegan Penny now. Another shot on McAvoy. That's a save. Certainly getting a workout tonight. Lofting pass up to Keegan Penny. He tips it into the Nashoba end. They dump it into the center zone. And now Gardner with the puck. A long shot. Glove save.
Yeah, get on that. Maybe get a face-off. Win? I don't know.
Pretty good shot, but the goaltender certainly had a clear view.
Yeah, nothing super hard. Or really labeled, but made the goalie make the save.
Alex Cianci wins the draw. Crusaders can't get a centering feed off of it, though. Puck goes to center ice, where Mr. Chaput with the puck. Skated off. Good defensive coverage there. Still a threat. And the puck goes behind Ben McAvoy. Jack Rivet now skates his man off.
Sort of.
Sort of. Good move once again. Mr. Chaput, what a surprise, as you like to say, Joe. But the Crusaders get it up to the point. Keegan Penny makes the check, and then it's finally skated out by Cianci. And the puck ends up with Nashoba back in their own zone. Long feed off the boards, doesn't click. Gardner now has a chance to move it in. He does, he swings around that forward, moves it into the zone, but that play ends up at center ice as well. Once again, the Crusaders really just aren't moving it into the zone with any authority.
Yeah, you look see some urgency here.
Need a little more desperation.
Yeah.
Zinkin tries to move it in. Bounces off his skate. Good check there by McDonough. And we'll have a whistle. Puck goes into the netting above the glass. 7 minutes, 50 seconds remain. 2-1. Nashoba over Groton Dunston.
Yeah, this is Crusaders are in danger of first home loss in a long time, I think.
Going back into last season.
I think so, yeah. I think maybe it's against Lowell Catholic. I think that might be their last loss. I know there was a tie last year against Westboro, but
Ian McDonough now throws it into the corner. Chris Latini's in there. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's Blake Lacombe. He's in there with Zinkin and Ben Strauss. Puck gets a weird hop off the board. Still in the zone. Now it goes out to center. Carroll trying to throw it in, but no one really has possession. Carroll carries it in now. Goes into the corner. Joey Zinkin can't come out of the corner with it. Puck ends up with Nashoba. Now back to the point. McDonough throws it in deep. Strauss now. And the puck ends up again back at the point. McDonough into Joey Zinkin. Makes a nice move to move it into the center. But Nashoba can clear it. And it's no icing either.
yeah, it looks like Bobby DeNaro and Ben Strauss got tied up down there.
I'm sure they're happy just to see the time ticking away.
Yeah.
Clock is now getting to be the enemy of the Crusaders. So. Rivet loses the puck now. Nashoba with a threat, but Jack skates back checks and covers it up. Sebastian now with the puck.
Good
Skates
play
it
to
up the right
himself.
side. We've got a 3-on-2. Well, no, a 3-on-3. Off the boards. Hanneman now. Can't do anything with it. We'll have an icing call here. And I would imagine Crusaders, no, not going to change. All right. 6:15. Connor Hanneman skates off. Nope, he doesn't. Just getting an instruction, I guess. Chris Latini will take the draw. It's out there with Sebastian and Hanneman.
Hey.
Wins the draw. Comes up with Jack Rivet. A long shot. Just goes wide to the right of the goaltender. Another icing call here.
Let's see if they can string together a couple of shifts of shots.
Both teams changed this time. Now we have Keegan Penny up there with Gardner and
Cianci.
Cianci. See if we can win this draw.
Tried to tie up that time. That was Winger coming to take it, but no luck.
Jack Rivet with possession, but all the way back to Crusaders. It makes a very tight spin there. Pretty good move, but can only manage to get the puck out to center. Cianci now trying to check. And Nashoba just dumps it in the Crusader end. I would imagine they'll do a lot of that. Crusaders now moving out to center, but Penny can't catch up with the puck. And Nashoba has possession. Once again, they just throw it in the corner. Changing out. Jack Rivet now with the puck. Looking to skate it out. Gardner with it. Tries to move it up the boards. He does, but can't get it to Cianci, and Nashoba takes over. Nashoba again with possession. They move it up through the center. McDonough picks up the puck and moves it up the right side. We have a 1-on-2.
3.
Joey Zinkum moves around the right side, takes a testy shot. That was a pretty good play on his part.
Yeah, he almost nipped the goalie under the glove there.
He was all alone, too. No support.
Yeah,
so
1-on-3. He had one thing to do.
Still turned it into an opportunity. Strauss now. And Nashoba almost with a breakout. Good coverage by McDonough to prevent that. Nashoba now moves it up, but McDonough will throw it off the boards. And checks his man off the play. Kind of a
bunch of
penalty
chippiness.
here, huh? No, just a warning.
No, they're both gonna get it.
Matching.
Yeah, roughing. McDonough checked, and then there's a push after for each way. And the ref takes control of the game, keeps control of the game.
It's been pretty cleanly played for the most part.
Yeah.
And we've seen some pretty good hits too.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Crusaders, mostly the good hits are coming from Nashoba.
Latini now on the draw, but Nashoba gets it back to the point. A long shot doesn't make it to the net. And Crusaders move it out to center ice. Jack Rivet throws it around the other side to McGuire. Yep. But, McAvoy knocked down by a skilled player.
Andrew Purple. Crusader captain number 5, William McDonough, matching minors for roughing.
Nashoba with possession in their end. A long feed moves up on the left side. They've got more or less a 2-on-4. Good layers by the Crusaders, and Rivet moves it up the right side. Latini now, he'll come back around the other way where McGuire has it. His centering pass is blocked. Oh, just really a turnover. Not good. Oh, and now the speedy Mr. Chaput swings around the other side. And McAvoy is there. So he just swung around, turned on the Jets.
Yeah, I tried the wraparound on the backhand there. And almost, McAvoy is tall, so he got the leg over. But a lot of those times you got to be careful. When your toe gets inside the net, you don't want the puck to end up in there. 3.5 minutes left.
Nashoba now with a threat right in front. It's knocked off by Carroll. Garside now with the puck. He moves it out to center, but Crusaders need something more than this. All right, Penny races in to forecheck it, but can't catch up with the play. Cianci now trying to forecheck. Doesn't really work. Carroll with the puck. Throws it over to Garside. He sends it up the boards, but there's no one there to collect. Carroll now breaks it up at center ice.
And you can hear Coach Trevor Short over there encouraging his players to get back.
And Nashoba manages to dump it into the Crusader end. Once again, that's their favorite play right now, understandably.
And why not?
McGuire now skates it up the right side. That's his opposite side, but makes a nice move into the center, but then he's broken up.
Yeah, Carroll really the only point of offense from Crusaders right now in this game, the one goal.
Cianci now has the puck on the left side, but he's also skated off. And now Joey Zinkin attempts to move in front, but Nashoba just stacking up in front of the goaltender there. McGuire again with the puck, moves in, he's got some speed, moves in on the left side, takes a long shot right along the iso.
Yeah, you're going to see the defense get more active here. Got Blake Lacombe back playing, covering for McGuire.
Jack Reve with a very long shot. Not much of a test, and it's tied up. 1 minute, 53 seconds remaining in this contest.
Well, perhaps.
Timeout, Crusaders.
Yeah, they're going to look to try to drop a face-off play here and get a good quality chance, which they are, again, not really have had a ton of. But in their defense, this third period's been pretty even. And not a lot of chances going the other way either.
Certainly their best effort of the evening.
Will it be too little too late, though? We shall see.
Both teams getting some instruction from the coach on how to handle this face-off.
I'm going to go in a limit and say winning the face-off is part of the instructions. And somewhere in the next minute, we'll see McAvoy probably come off the extra attacker.
Any chance they'll do it this early?
Nah, probably not.
We'll see what coach decides here.
That'll do it with the timeout. So here we go. Offensive zone face-off for the Crusaders here.
Looks like Charlie Sebastian will be taking the face-off. He's out there with Chris Latini and Connor Hanneman. Rive and Matt Carroll on defense. Hanneman in front. Latini staying back on the right side.
Yeah, looks like they try to win it to him and then move it back to the D.
And we're going to get a repeat of the face-off. Now, there's no delay of game on that?
Nope.
They don't call that in high school?
Negative.
That being when the defending player in his own zone throws the puck out of the rink.
Well, I guess the major difference here would be the boards are a lot lower.
Fair enough. Sebastian out. Chris Latini with a long shot. He was blocked somewhere along the line there. His defenseman, I think. Puck goes behind the net, but Carroll can't control it, and now a possible breakout. Jack Reve in a race. Nice coverage. Oh, he gets back. Now he raced back smartly. And now Chris Latini. 2-on-2. Goes in with Connor Hanneman. Swings around. Centers it. Oh, and the puck's in front. Jack Reve with a shot. Rebound shot, and that's tied up.
Going sprawls on it. And Jack Ray might have got away with a little interference there. He came from behind. But, hey, you play the whistle. And they get the extra attacker here.
Well, he turned on the jets and kind of came in low under the guy.
Tough angle. Usually interference on that.
Sebastian loses this draw, so Nashoba has an opportunity to try to move it out and clear it on the empty net, which misses to the right, and that's an icing call. So
it looks like what the Crusaders trying to do here with the extra attacker is park Liam McDonough in front of the net and hopefully make something happen. So if they win the face, obviously Liam McDonough run immediately to the front of the net.
We're going to try to generate some traffic. Sebastian needs to win this draw cleanly.
Certainly would help. There it is.
Which he does. He gets it back to the point. Rive with a long shot, and that's blocked. Oh, this could be trouble. Nashoba now with an easy long shot. And empty net goal.
Missing that.
So the turnover.
Yeah, should put him in denied. couple times in the breakaway, and bad turnover. And that'll pretty much do it for this game, unless we have a miraculous comeback in the last minute here, 50 seconds.
Doesn't look like he's going to even pull a goaltender. Well, you never know.
He might again.
If they win the draw.
Yeah.
Less than a minute to go. 3-1 now, Nashoba.
Nashoba goal, stroke number 25, Bryce Chapman.
Strauss with the puck, the long shot. Oh, and another shot, second shot by Blake Lacombe.
14 minutes, 2 seconds.
That was a real opportunity, and it looked like it hit the edge of the pad and went high.
Yeah, Lacombe would have better served you a righty there.
McGuire, a long shot from the point that's tipped, another threat. Crusaders aren't going down quietly. And they did pull McAvoy, so...
Yep.
31 seconds remaining. A lot can happen in 31 seconds, Joe.
Sure can.
Blake Lacombe will take the draw.
And Strauss comes off with a dead stick.
They get it back to the point. McGuire now throws it into the center, but Sebastian couldn't control it. Far side now. Almost loses it, but triple coverage by McDonough keeps it in the zone. Time's ticking away, though. Something has to happen very fast. Just battling in the corner is going to do it. And we're going to have a whistle with 7 seconds remaining.
Yeah, hard to really call this one anything but a disappointment for the Crusaders. Yeah.
Well, certainly they improved as the game went along, but you can't kick into second gear, halfway through.
Oh, yeah, no, they came out pretty dismally. And maybe they took the team too lightly. I don't know what happened. They looked at records, but...
Oh, right, the fact that they won the first contest. Oh, and a tip in by McDonough in front. Makes it 3-2. Wow. 2.5 seconds remaining.
Yep, a little too late.
A little bit of pride right at the end. Actually, it was really a good feed, and...
yeah, just... That's what they were trying to do with the extra man. They eventually got it, but...
Yep. Liam tipped it into the open corner.
So you hope for here is a win
worked.
straight to Liam right behind it and a shot from... And that'll do the game.
And that'll do it. Final score. 3-2.
3-2 final here. Again, not a game that the Crusaders expected to lose. And not the type of effort that made them the number 2 team in the Worcester Telegram polls. But it is what it is, man.
Well, we've enjoyed bringing out all this exciting action to you this evening, despite the loss. My name is Gary Babin, and along with Joe Bisbee and Joe Reska, we've enjoyed bringing you all of this action. We'll look forward to seeing you next time.